Hey all friends, welcome to the channel. Bob here, and we're back with another Project Gorgon video. Now this is the time of year where quite a few of the MMOs that I play are doing like Halloween events essentially. And yeah, I thought I would just record a bit of footage of that. And Project Gorgon has got the most extensive Halloween event I think I've ever seen in any MMO. You start off with a couple of quests, and I've now got something like 15-20 quests to complete. They vary as well, from like trying out different forms like spider here or bat, or trying out the necromancy skill. There's quests involved for that. Got a quest for that involve quite a bit. You've got crafting quests. There's one where I can craft my giant bat a witch's hat, which I haven't done yet, but I'm going to, because I'm kind of wondering if the witch's hat actually appears on the model. I'm not sure it does, because I haven't seen a giant bat so far during Halloween with a witch's hat on, but I'm hoping it does, because I think that would look pretty amazing. But as I said, you can also try out different forms, and so I'm trying out spider at the moment, so I thought I would show you a bit of what's involved in those quests. What I quite like is that the animal forms stack. So there's a quest where you turn into a spider, and I think it gives you a potion for it, or maybe it gives you an unspider juice. I'm not sure, but you turn into a spider, but as a giant bat, I still keep my giant bat form. So if I use unspider juice, I'll still be a giant bat, which is quite good, because I thought I would lose that, but you don't, which is good. So what I thought I would do is show you, some of the Halloween quests that I've been doing. Oh, hello. A rabid deer has just come in, and okay, well there you go. Yeah, whatever. I don't know what happened there. Did I get trained Project Gorgon style? I'm really not sure. But anyway, yes, let's do it. Hello, welcome back to the video. So the eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed that the spider form, or the spiders in Project Gorgon, I think they're the same model. It's obviously a shop bought one. I think it's the same model as the ones in Shroud of the Avatar. Yeah. But I think I said in the previous Gorgon video that I was kind of wanting to try out excuse me, giant bat and spider, to try and synergize something with animal handling, and I think spider kind of works the best, or I think it's probably going to work the best. I think it synergizes quite well with a particular rat that maybe lowers poison damage. Like debuffs poison damage, I'm not quite sure. I quite like the spider. I mean, the game is kind of, at the moment, fairly reliant on like burst DPS, really, I would say. But I quite like the fact that the spider is like a damage over time kind of ability. It kind of fits in with the shaman that I like on EverQuest. I kind of like the idea that he's just hiding in the grass there, ready to pounce as well. I don't think there's a huge amount of lore, but I like the fact the spider's got its own goddess. I think that all that kind of stuff adds to the flavour, and I'm really loving spider. I think probably more than giant bat, really. So we'll see how. I love some of the icons for the skills. I love some of the skills as well. There's quite a lot of interesting gameplay with the skills. The spider has got like a. It's got like a stun attack. It's got a root attack. It's got like a trap. It's got like a web attack that draws mobs close to you. All that kind of stuff. So I'm loving the theme. But yeah, this is Halloween stuff, so we'll get on with it. So I've got a quest up here, as you can see, as a spider. Use incubate on tigers. Incubate is a skill that essentially means that if the mob lives long enough, I think it's 15 seconds. Then a little pet spider pops out, which I think is quite cool. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure if the incubation kills the mob, That seems a bit OP, I guess, because it means that you could put it in a high level mob and then just wait. No, it doesn't. Okay, so you get a little baby spider. Okay, let's just bury that. Okay, and if you click on your pet bar, then the spider is actually a little spider. And there are... this is only level 1 of the incubate skill. So I'm assuming your spiders get more powerful. But also... there are like mods on weapons and stuff that that's a bit of a mistake, because it looks like incubate does have a 1 minute cooldown, so we'll just have to wait and use it again in a sec. It'll probably end up killing my spider, killing my pet. Okay, yeah, so they kind of almost killed each other there. So okay, so I'm not quite sure why the spider... Oh, I think my pet must have poisoned it. Maybe that's what the problem was there. It was a sickly tiger as well, which means it was a bit weaker, I think, probably. What's the skill that drags stuff in? Web trap, grappling web, I think. I've got 30 seconds cooldown on my skill. Oh, okay. All right then, fair enough. We'll just wait. We can survive this, so it's not too much of a problem. Use incubate. Oh, so I've only got to use incubate. It doesn't need to go through. But I would like to see if I can get a... I guess it's difficult to get a couple of them. You need to keep the mobs on you, I guess, rather than your pet getting attacked. Yeah, I'm not sure how many spider pets you can have yet. I haven't really tested that out. Okay. I can't see a timer for it, so yeah, you just got to wait 15 seconds. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I've got the aggro on this pet, but I guess my pet might kill it, which is a bit of a problem. Yeah. So I guess on these mobs where they may die quite quickly, let's get rid of my pet. I think this tiger's going to die anyway. I think we're, yeah, okay, fair enough. Sickly tiger, we'll leave that one because it's just, it will just die too quickly. Tiger, there we go. So let's pull this one in. Boom. Oh, I evaded it. Okay. Okay, incubation. Yeah, so the bat has got some quests like this. So when you're a giant bat form, you've got different quests to achieve in bat form. There's also a necromancer one. So I don't know what the necromancer one is exactly. The set of quests, but each thing seems to have a set of quests. And as I said before, there's loads of other quests as well. Like for crafting stuff, making pumpkins and witches' hats and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it lets you try out new things as well that you might not have tried out before. The rewards are quite good. I've already got some in Serbil, behind the inn, I think. There are loot chests of varying levels. So it's also a good way of getting some really good loot. Like I've got some, you get quite a lot of rewards, but you get some universal loot chest keys as rewards. It means you can open any one. And when you think that there are, there you go. So I've got some level 30 event loot keys. There's also like a story running through it as well, which is quite good. I think this spider's probably this one's gonna... Oh, actually, we've completed that quest, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. Okay, so we've actually got a spider pet out of it, so we'll keep that. I'm not sure if we can keep it completely, and I don't think we will. Let's just drop our baby spider for now. So these are kind of like a quest chains. So our next spider quest is to spit acid on goblins. What we might do for that actually is they recently revamped the goblin dungeon from a look point of view. So let's head over there and do that, I think. And we can have a look at the new dungeon as well. So one thing about being a spider is that it synergizes really well with Druid. So you can use the Druid forms for flying. I think there's a, I'm not quite sure what it is, but I think there's a, I can't use my Druid skills at the moment with Spider. Because you generally need you need to be wielding a wooden weapon. I know Spider and Druid do work together, so there must be a special spider, weapon or something that I can wear that means I can use Druid skills. But you can fly, which is pretty good. And also, Spider Kit seems like more set up, maybe for a newer player, because it also has an illusion that turns you into a human for a short space of time, so you can deal with what should we call it, human, like, you know, human NPCs who won't talk to animals generally, so it's a bit more friendly that way. This is look at this is really nice. This is a new spider dungeon, and I'll be spitting at some goblins here. I need to get the skill. Spider. Oh god, have I got the skill? Ah, noob. I haven't got the skill. It is spit poison, isn't it? Become a necromancer. Collect creepy starfish. There are some bosses you can kill eventually as well. Spit acid on goblins. Okay. Yeah, I haven't got spit acid skill. I'll go and get that, then I'll come back. Hello, welcome back. So I thought I would show you where the spider trainer was, or at least the 1 to 50 spider trainer. He's called a strange spider, and he's in Cerbal Crypt, which is where we're going to go now. It'd be quite nice if you kind of get some faction-y type stuff going at some point. From a point of view of like things like spiders, like maybe my spider wouldn't get attacked by other spiders. That'd be quite a nice. Thing, I think, but at the moment it's not the case, I don't believe, so yeah. Anyway, I'll show you how to get to the strange spider. We'll probably have to kill some spiders along the way. Yeah, it would be really interesting if they did that, so that I didn't get attacked by spiders. It does seem a bit weird. Maybe spiders are just very good at seeing through a disguise. I'm really not sure. But we'll head round. I do like the dungeons in the game. What I always think to myself when I'm in a Project Gorgon dungeon is how suited they are to. I mean, I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that the dungeons are kind of. I mean, a lot of the early ones are quite basic, and I think they need design work certainly. But I do feel that they're more suited to. I always kind of think of EverQuest combat essentially, just because I quite like the corridor layout of them, and I always imagine you could have groups of mobs looking through walls and stuff, you know, charming and pulling and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but it's just not the case. I'm not actually taking any damage from these little spiders, so I do feel a bit sorry for them. I should also be trying to get some spider experience as well. But there you go. When the spiders die, it's quite a loud noise for me. I should have maybe turned it down a bit beforehand. But I hope it's not too painful on your ears. There we go, getting a bit of spider XP. I think we need to turn right here. Yeah. I think we might come across some as part of the. Oh, hello. That was fairly tough. As part of the Halloween event, the undead mobs drop bat skill books, and the only time you can get skill. They also drop like a lot of the Halloween recipes as well, like that one. So it's worth looting all your undead. But some of the bat skill books are only available during the Halloween event, which is really interesting. Again, they do drop quite frequently now, though. I mean, I've seen them sell for quite a lot, actually. Oh, hello. Where did you all come from? I've seen them sell for quite a lot, and I did buy a couple myself, probably unwisely. Yeah, but if you want to be a bat, get in. I think the event finishes on the 4th of November, so get in now. And you don't even need to be a bat. I don't think. Just go around killing undead, and you'll get some drops, hopefully. There we go. There's a big boss mob up here, I think. Yeah, Nameless Guardian. Look at the size. Look at the size of him. Look, awesome. I can kill him normally, but not as a spider at the moment. I think I'm a bit weak for that. So we will. We'll just wait. I don't think I'm going to bury those, because otherwise I've just got to deal with them at some point soon. On my way back. Although I guess I could just teleport out. It's funny, like unarmed, like really unarmed and survival instincts really are good skills to level animal forms with. But because your skill trees are, what should we say? What do they call it? Yeah, because your skills are scaled. What's that? Oh, jack-o'-lantern. We'll take that one. You can't use. So my unarmed skill is like 63 or something, 66, which means that when you start playing as a spider, I think I can actually increase one of those now. So if you start at level 1 as a spider, oh, thank God I can use my level 5 barrage skill now. God for that. Yeah, when you start as a spider, you can only use unarmed skills at level 25 or lower. But once you get a few levels behind you, it's not too bad. It's a 25 level gap, so... no, I still can't use that. Why can't I use that? Okay. Oh, that's annoying. Come on now. Targeting in this game sometimes can be rubbish, to be quite frank. Okay, there we go. I think it's only the undead that drop the books. It seems as though any mob can drop the recipes, so it's worth... There was a skill where I had to mourn a certain amount of players. There was a Halloween event quest where I had to mourn a certain amount of players' gravestones, which is quite good. As I said, I mean, I think it's the most extensive, and I think the best as well. I mean, they do chuck quests at you in the end for Halloween, but I still think it's the best. It's the best one. So I think to get access here, I need to kill these 3 guardians. No, I still haven't changed my. I still haven't changed my skill. It's somewhat annoying. So what is this telling me? Oh, I can't use it higher than 57. Okay. I'm almost there. Next level. So I need to take my barrage down again. Let's check these out. I get a lot of comments about Project Gorgon. from people who have kind of played it and people who want to play it, but are kind of not put off. But I think the thing with a new MMO is it's such a commitment. I mean, I even know people who have played Project Gorgon and said they loved it, but they just didn't keep it up. And I think it's difficult when you've got other games on the go. I think it is very difficult. Unless you're me, of course, and you just kind of spend far too much time playing too many different MMOs and maybe not making the progress in any of them that you should do. But I certainly understand that sentiment. But I do. I mean, I've said it quite a lot, and I kind of stick by it. I just think from pretty much most points of view, I find Project Gorgon to be the best one that I play at the moment, with the exception, I think, of the combat, which goes to EverQuest P99. Yeah, but it is great. You know, it really is. Certainly from an ideas point of view, you know, it kind of wins like hands down. There's absolutely no contest there. There are some things that I would like to change. I know that I've moaned about the loot situation in Shadow of the Avatar quite a lot, and I mean I prefer how they do it here. I mean it is more of a it is like a Diablo RNG system for loot drops, and I know a lot of people may not like that, and that's fine. The only thing I would kind of like to change here is that it's a massive grind getting your stuff to where you want it to be. Some of it is like time gated, I think, as well. So I do find that a bit annoying. Yeah, it just seems like quite a process to get where you want to be, which is fine, I guess. You know, it's like an end game thing, and it's probably not something that many of us will kind of worry about, really. You know, you can get a good amount of equipment relatively easily, but for the best stuff, there is a bit of a grind, and I think some of it is like time gated as well. Although I'm not 100% sure. I'm not rushing, but I think I'm okay. Oops, I've got some loots. Awesome. I love some of the spider icons, and there's a skill called Premeditated Doom, which I like, which I think makes your next attack more powerful. Yeah, I think I have to kill these 3 keys within a certain amount of time, but I don't think we've got a problem from a time point of view. I think we're okay. I think this is obviously designed at a much lower level. Characters. Candid Heart, I think that's the second one of those we've got. I always pick up coins. Coins are quite good, I think, because Fleer, who is one of the NPCs in the game that I sell my stuff to, you know, she uses those as favour, I believe. So I'm saving them up for the future, because if I think they're planning on releasing a dwarf race, so whenever that happens, yeah, I will be. Oh, nice, magical dagger. Yeah, when that happens, I will be. Raising her faction. Because she's one of the early ones that has a huge amount of gold for you to use. Because what happens in the game is that an NPC only has a certain amount of gold, and when you've used up all that gold by selling stuff to them, you need to wait for it to restock, essentially. Yeah, and that could take a little while. So we've killed the 3 keys, so I think we're kind of okay. There is a boss mob, which I'm slightly worried about. Because as I said, in spider form, I'm much weaker than even giant bat, and I don't really have much giant bat equipment. So, oh geez. A lob. Okay. What should we do? I don't think I can kill it on with a spider. Actually, I mean, I could. I think the only thing would be keeping myself alive. I've got quite a lot of armour and health, so it's just a matter of keeping myself alive and like wearing it down, I think, probably. Let's give it a go. You never know. I apologise for that sound you may have just heard. I hope it doesn't do it again at the moment. I think the problem with rhinos is that they just knock you, keep knocking you back, which is incredibly frustrating. Let's see how you like it. Nope, okay. See, I've only got one skill tree really, because my spider skills are so weak that yeah, it's a bit frustrating. Oh, there we go. I just knocked it back. Oh, that assassin's really annoying. What the hell? I think we're wearing it down. I keep me survival instincts is good. It's got like a damage shield that doesn't scale, so you can kind of use it whatever level skill you're using. And it does quite a lot of damage as well. So yeah. What I don't want is for mobs to be spawning behind me, so I get aggroed. Actually, let's just plonk myself in a corner. That's it, Bob, you see? That's what you should have done in the first place. Although we now have Misery Yak fighting us. Misery Yak is not dead yet. Die, Misery Yak. Holy smokes. Okay. So, good, the Rhino Guardian. It is a boss, so we should have got some... oh, nice recipe. An ivory horn, which is worth a fair bit, so we'll take that. So here's a strange spider. So we have to do all that to buy the skill books. Akissa is the... Cool, here we go. So I haven't got any of these, have I? No, so let's buy one of each. Incubate as well. I'm just chucking the money here. I've already got an illusion. So do these ones just last longer? Or can you use one then use one again? I'm not sure, but I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. Does he do... Oh, he doesn't do any training. Yeah, he doesn't do any training or anything. So, bet with the arachnid. Okay. So we've picked up skill box. Spit acid. Okay. Can't use 2 yet. Incubate 2 I can use. Can't use incubate 3. Let's chuck those into my locked bag. Okay, so we found this. I've shown you how to get to the strange spider. You do have to kill a boss, so be aware of that. Yeah, I mean you'll actually have to come here to do some of the spider quest stuff. So yeah, let's move on. Hello, welcome back. So we're back in the Goblin dungeon. Yeah, and we've got our spit acid ready to go. I really like the changes that they've made, and it's got some nice lighting as well. Previously the Goblin dungeon was like other dungeons, like pretty just grey walls and stuff basically, but yeah, I like the change to textures, and I really like the lighting and stuff, and I love the view distance. That looks like Mines of Moria level, looking down this huge corridor here. The only thing I kind of feel is that quite often in the dungeons you don't really get a change of textures too much. So the whole dungeon looks exactly the same. So that's the sort of thing that I would probably look at. Like maybe just change some of the textures, you know. But what we'll do is just to finish this video off, we'll make our way along We'll make our way along the dungeon a bit. So I need to inject the goblin. I think I made another muck up here. In this dungeon, also, I do find it slightly frustrating that there are so many wandering mobs, and it's difficult to even really tell like where they're coming from, and like to plan out. Like goblins just appear from nowhere. It's quite frustrating. I don't really want to bury these mobs, but I don't want to be that guy either. I missed some candy there, but I've already done that quest. There's a quest where you have to collect 20 candy. Hollywood's candy, or sweets as we call them. There's a room where it's snowing indoors. I'd like to see snow on the floor, though, actually. So what you may have noticed is that I didn't, unarmed, I didn't swap that back. Because you have to kind of update your loadout. Otherwise, when you switch loadouts, it just recognises what you did before. But we're not far from using that one. We'll move into this dungeon a little bit. I've only got to splash acid on a few spiders, on a few. Do you see what I mean? It's like every texture's the same. So far, anyway. Dead goblin. Let's keep moving along. Yeah, so if it's just a bit of a change up when you move into a different area, maybe it does, I'm not sure. Maybe just different lighting will be quite interesting. Oops, no. Oh, damn it. That doesn't matter. The spitting acid on goblins is a fairly easy quest, let's be honest. Hello, there you go. As easy as. I have to keep remembering to use toxic flesh, because that does a lot of damage. I'm not sure if these mobs drop. You see, the goblins just keep coming. They just keep coming out of nowhere. They'll just. What is this guy doing? Yeah, they will just keep coming, the goblins. I'm not sure what the spawn time is if you bury them. Maybe the problem is burying them, which means that they just come along really quickly. But then the problem is, I think the problem then is that someone else comes in. I mean, I've done it before, particularly as a new player, like gone into a dungeon. Look at these goblins, just keep on coming. I've gone into a dungeon, you know, and someone hasn't. There we go. These so I've got some more loot keys and some councils. Is there another spider one? I think there probably will be. Let's just wait and see. You see, look, spiders. This is a great spot for leveling up, I guess, because that archer just spawned there as well. Yeah, because they just keep coming. They just keep coming. This might be quite a good spot for leveling skills, actually. Just stand here. Let the goblins come marching along. Oh, it's an advanced guard. It's pretty good. Yeah, so this is probably a good leveling spot, actually. And if you need to learn Goblinese, you can learn as a goblin language. You can learn it with these these little cards that they've got. So we didn't seem to have got. Kill werewolves. So killing werewolves is a there's a PvP bit as well. Okay, so I don't seem to have picked up any more. I don't seem to have picked up any more spider quests. This video has kind of gone longer than I was expecting as well because of the detour. So I think I'll end it now, and then what I'll probably do is, you know, I'll do another video with some different Halloween stuff. But yeah, we're a spider doing some Halloween stuff in Project Gorgons. Thanks for watching.